Hi guys, welcome to the unboxing and quick review of this Mpow shooting ear protection. It says professional electronic earmuffs with listening mode, 22 decibel noise reduction earmuffs with adjustable headbands, noise cancelling headphones for shooting, hunting, construction, mowing and so on. The really interesting thing is I haven't been aware of that something like this is around. I mean, I have been buying just 3 or 4 years ago normal earmuffs, very cheap ones, $10, and I thought, yeah, that's it. I mean, I had them, I've been using them, I mean, other ones, of course, in the military, and there was not ever mentioned, nobody mentioned that there's something else existing. I haven't seen something like that, and I just saw it on Amazon for $25, so it's not very expensive. They have good reviews, of course. With the reviews we don't know how legit they are, but yeah, it looks really, there is something around. I mean, you can definitely buy more expensive ones. Here we get the description, some reminder, and how we can use for racing, fireworks, yard work, monitoring, travel, concert, shooting, listen to music. Yeah, okay. I'm going to try that. The thing is, you need batteries for them, and the idea, of course, is you have the normal ear protection with the earmuffs, but there's a microphone outside. Yeah, lost. Yeah, you need batteries. There's a microphone outside, speaker inside, so you can listen. So I mean, the microphone is listening, and as long as it's a little bit more quiet, it will transmit everything to the inside. Of course, it shouldn't transmit the very loud things to the inside, not to damage your ears, but the things which are like more, yeah, lower in sound volume. Let's say when you're on a shooting range and people between the shooting people are talking, then yeah, the things could be transmitted. The question is only how fast will it react, and how fast will it stop to transmit when somebody's talking and then in a sudden somebody is shooting some loud noise. Will it then be transmitted or not? I'll try to find out. Unfortunately, I won't be able to give you like real live footage. I cannot place a microphone inside and do everything, but I will definitely try them and find out how comfortable they are, how good the microphone is, if it's possible to understand people and talk to them, and how good the protection will be if there's in a sudden a loud noise. So yeah, let's take them out of the box. That looks like there's no tape, no nothing, and it's the first time I take them out. So this is the original. This is if you are buying it, how it will look. So here we get a cable. I guess that's for if you want to use them as headphones. You can plug them into your phone and then into the headphone, and I mean the earmuffs, and then use it as a speaker. Of course, I will also try that and find out if it's really possible to use them, or if the quality is too bad. The quality of the cable is quite okay. It's somehow braided, but it's a cheaper braiding, not a really thick one, but at least it's something and not too cheap. So the earmuffs are protected. So there's even some kind of instruction inside. There's a 2-year warranty, whatever that is worth. I mean, you have to activate then, and then maybe if there's something, you can send them for $50 to China and get it repaired. The product, which is $25, yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's just an assumption from me. Sometimes this warranty, yeah, we have to be careful about that. Here there's some explanation: monitoring, listening to music. Here is how to do. Yeah, we need the cable, we need the battery, we get a line in, then instructions. If you don't need that instructions, you can skip for 2 or 3 minutes. I'm going to show you everything because yeah, sometimes people they tend to lose these instructions, or maybe you buy it used and then you don't get instructions or whatsoever. So there's not much, definitely. Okay, it was pretty short, and here we have it. Okay, yeah, looks like normal earmuffs, and they look a little bit, yeah, when I just touch them, I have the impression they are quite soft, definitely more soft than my premium brand. What I have bought, I mean, it's a $9 thing which I have bought, but it's still premium like the main brand, but can't remember which one. I can't remember the name, but it was not so soft. So the good thing is, if you have soft, then you have, if you have glasses, if you're using glasses like sunglasses or whatever, if you go to motorsport thing and you're wearing sunglasses, this can definitely help. The softer, the easier you can use them. That doesn't put pressure on your head, and yeah, it doesn't leave a gap. So I mean, this thing looks good so far. Can we extend them? That's always difficult. Or just on the side, yeah, it's just here. So okay, I hope you have been able to see that. So it's just this thing here which we can extend. Same thing, I guess, to the other side. There's of course the cable which you have to be a little bit careful, but yeah, shouldn't be a problem normally. Yeah, that's it, how far you can extend. I will also try the size. My head is, I would say, large or a little bit more than large. So if it fits for me, it will probably fit for almost everybody. And yeah, so how does it look inside? Yeah, it's important. Yeah, we can feel there is something. Shouldn't press too much, but there's definitely something like a speaker inside, and we have this volume thing here which you can regulate. That makes a good impression, by the way. It doesn't look too cheap. And the microphone, maybe that's the microphone on this side, or I don't see that here. Yeah, the plug. So I'm going to test that and definitely let you know about that. I mean, that's not a paid review, no, nothing. I will definitely let you know if it works. If it doesn't work, I'll let you know as well. Don't be worried about that. By the way, this is how to add the battery. So we can just put it a little bit to the side, and there's here a part which we can grab easily. Of course, behind the camera it's a little bit more difficult, but actually it's super easy. You just pull here. You don't have to push or something. You just pull on top, and here the, yeah, where we have the spring, that's the minus. I mean, we need 2 times AAA batteries. Yeah, where we have the spring, that's the minus, like always. And yeah, same thing here. So minus with the where the spring is. Yeah, was pretty easy. I think we got some kind of sound already. There was something, but I couldn't understand what it is. Don't know if it was saying something, but at least we should get a light, I think. Yeah, here we see the light. So yeah, let's try and see how this works. Okay, I'm back now from outside. I've been testing these electronic earmuffs for about 1 hour, doing some things, a little bit listening music, clapping with my hands and so on, imitate like a shooting range, and using the leaf blower outside, and this is my result now. So in the short, is it perfect? No, it's not perfect. Is it a total scam and not working? No, it's no scam. It is working, but it has some limitations. So I'm going through all the details now, so you'll know what to expect, where you can use it and where you can't use it. To start, it has really good passive noise reduction. I think it's caused by this very soft cushion here. Even when using glasses, it goes nicely around whatever you have here and closes all the gaps. So passive noise reduction is really good, but there is no active noise cancelling. I think none of these electronic earmuffs do have electronic noise cancelling. I think that's not the idea here. What we can hear when we start this, I'll try that now and I turn it on. Please listen carefully. So you have been able to hear that. That's the thing, the indication that I've been turning it on. Yeah, it's no fancy sound like saying, yeah, turned on, turned off, like you have it with modern earbuds or so, but at least you get some indication. When I turn it fully on, then you get some kind of white noise, but I think it's not intended. I think it's just due to a cheap amplifier. I'll turn it on fully. Maybe you can hear that. So I have no clue, probably you haven't been able to hear that. When you have it on your ears, you can hear that. So is it really bad? No, it's the first thing is it's only when it's fully turned up. And the second thing is, yeah, usually you're having this in a really loud environment, and then a little bit of like it's some white noise like sound really doesn't bother you. If you have it on medium level, I would say it's not any kind of problem. Even when it's on louder setting, I don't see this as a problem. But maybe if you spend $200 on something like that, yeah, it would be better. No question about that. They will have some kind of filtering or so. Then yeah, the size, it's really good for even larger heads with the thing which you can pull down here. That's enough to fit for really large heads. I have something between L and XL and worked really good, so it's no problem. Even behind the camera can do that. The problem is only with the cable then. When you have it fully extended, and you do something like that, maybe unintendedly, you can see now it's pulling hard on these cables. When it is back to normal position, yeah, I think I have it now back to normal position, and you do the same thing, it's no problem. Yeah, here there's some kind of stop and there's no pulling on the cable. But if you're using it for larger heads and then you swap this side unattendedly, yeah, you have to be careful. I mean, I don't think it will break instantly, but you have to be careful with these cables. I mean, in general, they are pretty comfortable with this cushion here. That's super soft and definitely better than any kind of standard $10 like Walkers. I mean, that's a main brand, Walkers. Most people buy something like that, $10. And this one is definitely more comfortable. I mean, they are only $25. They are electronic. They do not have only the additional microphone. They have also definitely much more comfort and at least the passive noise reduction than cheap Walkers, or I would say even better ones because of the soft cushion. So I would definitely prefer these ones. Yeah, the size is good. Also the cushion here, it's not a perfect cushion, but there is some cushion and it worked perfectly for me. Also in general, the build quality, I think it's pretty good. The bracket here is pretty strong. It's not super strong. I mean, there are stronger ones. With the Walkers, I've had the impression that there's more power on more pressure on my ears. But if you think you're going to buy, you can buy these ones for children, let's say for sports events, and having them on for 4 hours or so. Yeah, I don't know. if that's going to work for adults. Yeah, it will definitely work for children. Maybe you have to use something with a little bit less pressure. I'm not sure about that. So yeah, you have to be careful about that. If they are a little bit older, yeah, they will be able to bear the pressure. If they are really young, maybe you have to search for something else. Yeah, I mean, actually, I wanted to show you a comparison to the Walkers, but Walkers, the $10 Walkers, were so bad. I think I dumped them already. And yeah, this is definitely a much better solution. Yeah, also, when we come to the build quality, this thing here, yeah, this regulator or whatsoever, volume controller, seems to be good quality. You can even operate it with one hand, so you can see there's no moving. It doesn't look cheap. Yeah, when you touch and feel, you have really the impression it is good quality. Also, when we go to the microphone, I'm not sure where the microphone sits here. I think it's here and here. I had the impression that it is some kind of stereo. So when there's something like noise coming from the left, I had it more on this side. When it's coming from the right side, I had it more on this side. So I think it's pretty good. And I mean, it's important to have this kind of stereo effect, so you know when something is coming like from the left, then you have to look to the left and not to the right. So I think it's important to use stereo. There was nothing in the listing about that, if it's stereo, but I had the impression that it is a stereo microphone. I mean, 2 microphones on each side, and sensitivity is good. So, and the amplifier is strong. So when you have it on the highest volume, you can hear it at least as good as if you didn't have any kind of earmuffs on your head. So it's even a little bit higher. I've tried a couple of different sounds, and for me, I had the impression that I could understand some things a little bit better than even without the earmuffs, which is really good. So you can definitely easily talk to other people without having the impression you have to yell. I mean, some people who have just the passive earmuffs, and they are then yelling because they cannot hear themselves good, and then they are yelling at other people. And here, if you have the microphone turned on, yeah, it's absolutely, it won't be any problem at all. So how does it work actually? I mean, it has the microphones here, and whenever it hears something really loud, like I've tested with clapping my hand, and instantly the sound went off. I mean, the transmission of the sound from the microphone to the speaker inside, it stopped immediately before it was transmitted. So nothing really loud was transmitted when it happened instantly, like loud clapping, or it would be like it would be on a shooting range or something like that. Really works. And it stops transmitting for about, I would say, a little bit more than a second, maybe 1.2 seconds or so, which is, I think, good. You cannot adjust that. It is as it is. If, like, during when somebody's shooting and somebody's talking same time, it could be difficult to hear because you will miss maybe part of it. But in general, I think it should work pretty good. And I didn't have the impression that there was something like a big delay or lag regarding the sound, because it has to listen to the microphone and then transmit to the speaker inside, but I never had the impression that it has producing some kind of lag. And that were mostly like the positive things. I mean, it's working for at least some things like shooting range or so. I'm pretty sure it will work really good. Now we are coming to the bad things. There are absolutely a few negative things. It doesn't make it worthless, but you have to consider that if you have a strong, like a loud sound, which is coming slowly, not like a bang or clap or something like that, like you are attending a car race or you are at an air show or something like that, where the sound is coming slowly, not instantly, and then it has a hard time to stop it, even on loud sounds. I've tested this with my leaf blower, and even when I had it on full speed, it was still transmitting these sounds. So overall, instead of protecting my ears, it was actually putting more sound on my ears, which was really bad. So I had to turn it off during leaf blowing, and of course then I had full passive noise cancelling, no problem, I liked it. But it's not possible to talk when, let's say you are working on a machine, like being on a car race where it's permanently loud. It will be difficult to then talk to other people. You just have the passive ear, like the passive noise cancelling, but no microphone transmitting, because you really have to turn it off, because otherwise it will transmit too much noise. That's the bad thing. So it just seems to work on really instant noise, like something like that, and it works easily. Yeah, we had already the white noise inside on the highest volume. Yeah, I really don't see it as a real problem. Then one thing, yeah, you can use this 3.5 millimeter cable, braided one, really good quality, I think. You can use that to listen to music. You can plug this in here, down here somewhere, and then connect it to, let's say, your phone and listen to music. Let's say you're in a car race, you're bored, or there's a transmission. I mean, maybe they are transmitting something like, and you can listen to the results or so, and that would definitely work. So if you have something like that, it's broadcasted somewhere publicly, and you're there and you want to protect your ears but still listen to that, yeah, you can. Or you are just bored, you want to protect your ears and listen to watch YouTube videos or listen music, yeah, you can do that. The one thing which you have to consider with them, yeah, they will work. I mean, they will transmit whatever you have here plugged in, but and it will be okay. You can listen to that, good quality. The only thing which is totally missing is bass sound. So there's no bass sound, absolutely nothing. No, if you want to listen to fancy music with real deep bass sound, no, it doesn't work. Yeah, just this is not what you have to use. There are other headphones which are similar. I mean, if you're using a good quality headphone, you should have passive noise cancelling as well, and then you can listen to nice bass sound. So here that doesn't work. And also we have to say that if you're using this 3.5 millimeter to listen to music or something else, there won't be any kind of mix between this audio signal and the microphone. The microphone will be totally turned off. So you cannot listen to music and then talk to other people. Just don't work. I mean, it just doesn't work. I mean, yeah, of course, it's still possible to hear a little bit. I mean, there's no absolutely perfect passive noise cancelling. You will still be able to hear something, but it won't be possible to use the microphone for that. Microphone will be totally turned off. I think the cable is rather short, but I mean, if you have something with you, like phone or so, smartphone, or it should be okay, but it's only, yeah, I would estimate this something between close to 4 feet or so. So usually it shouldn't be a problem, but it's not super long. I'm just saying that. So again, bottom line for me, I think this is a decent product, at least for the price, $25. If you're using for the things where it is really working, like on a shooting range or other things where you have like really short loud bangs, there it is definitely working. It's not working for slowly increased loud sounds. I don't recommend to use that for leaf blowing, gardening things, working on a machine in a factory or so. I think that's not working with the microphone. Still will work with passive noise cancelling, but just not with the microphone. And I think, yeah, when we consider that you can spend $200 on similar things, $25, if it works for you, yeah, I think for shooting range or so definitely works. And I'll put down the link to the Amazon listing down into the description, so you can check it out, order it right from here if you like it. And I hope I was able to help you a little bit with this video. If you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below. I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.